Live from you from Sacramento, California. This is Godí, and you're watching the T behind the music. Bah! And that is how you do a dramatic entrance, baby. I hope everybody's having a good time. I am out here in Sacramento, California, visiting my family just for like a week. My sister's graduating, so I'm gonna do her graduation picture. So it's gonna be really cute. I'm happy. I'm excited about it. It's finally a very relaxing week. Honestly, that drive kicked my butt, and the fact that I didn't sleep the night before I came out here made it a lot harder. It's one of those things where I'm like, so this is what happened. I could not sleep the day before because I was like, I gotta make sure I wake up at 5 in the morning. And I just kept repeating that to myself. Don't forget to wake up at 5 in the all day. It was just don't forget to wake up at 5 in the morning so you can drive to Sacramento. And my dumbass, ugh, so mad at myself for this. I stressed myself out so much that I fucking stayed awake the whole time. So I was like, well, I guess I gotta get up now and get ready because it's 5 in the morning and I'm still awake. I made it safely. It was hard, but we pushed through it because I'm a bad bitch. I can do anything. All right, let's get right into it. The song we're dissecting this week is called You Don't Know and the song Rise. So it's a double feature because they go together. I just separated them at birth. You know what I mean? So how this song came about is I had this song called You Don't Know, which just wanted it to be an interlude. It wasn't meant to be like a whole song. So I took these strings and I just did this dramatic thing because my main thing, like I said in the past episode, I like to look at how when I'm making music, I like to think about how I'm going to perform it live and how it's going to do it. So it was another one of those songs where I was just like, okay, I want to come out to this song for a different show and kind of give you like a vibe of like, I'm here, baby. So obviously, what did I do? I pulled out the strings and I started doing the little and then going along with the theme of the mixtape, which is called You Don't Know Me. I was like, you don't know. You don't know. And it just went like that for the whole time. I was like, what if I add harmonies? And then it's like, you don't know. You don't know. And it just built up to this beautiful thing. I'll play it right now so you can hear it. Listen to this. You don't know. Gorgeous. I didn't really have anything else. And then one day I was just like, let me just make a beat. So I'm making a beat. And I made a separate beat that was not anything related to You Don't Know. And I was just kind of feeling it. It was like very like uplifting. It was more like tech vibe and like it just gave you kind of like a it was kind of giving a little bit of dance hall, techno, electronic music kind of vibe. So I was like, okay, let me just put it together and like do the thing. We'll get into how I made the whole beat later, just because there's like a lot of little key moments that happened in order for this song to come together so quickly. But those were the two things that I had done earlier. But my main inspiration for mixing these two songs together was I was listening to Lady Gaga's Chromatica 2 and going into 9/11. Like, you know how that transition goes from like, let me just play it for you. I hope I don't get in trouble for this. You see how it goes straight into the song? It's just like, I heard that. I was like, wait, this is two separate songs. Wait, hold on. And I was just obsessed with that. I was like, okay, I like this. I want to do that with the song. So then I was like, wait, hold on. I got this. Because the two songs that I was working on were in the same key, which worked out perfectly. I was like, I want to do that with my song. Hold on. I went back, I reworked the beat, and then this happened. Bam! Just like that. Into the next song. And then I took the You Don't Knows from the other part of the song, and I was like, you don't know, going into it, but I turned it into autotune. Because like the whole vibe of the song was I kind of wanted to give like a alien abduction kind of vibe. So like it's me going through the You Don't Know the strings. It's building up because the heat of the moment is about to happen when the breakthrough happens. But then the breakthrough doesn't happen because I get pulled right back. So when that first explosion happens, when it goes to You Don't Know to Rise, it feels more like I just got pulled back. It doesn't feel like I got launched forward. Once you listen to the song, as you're going through it, you'll feel the tension in the song. I was very intentional about how I wanted it to feel because I wanted to have that transition, but I also wanted it to feel like I just got pulled back, like I just got abducted and taken back. So that's kind of the vibe in the beginning of the song. What I love the most about it is like even going into the lyrics, is just like the lyrics fighting the music. The music was pulling me back. If you listen to it, you can hear the You Don't Knows, and the You Don't Knows are a symbolism for You Don't Know Me and a symbolism for my old self kind of pulling me back. So when you hear it quietly in the background, it's giving my old self trying to bring me back to safety because pushing myself out there was not safe. And I was just like, no, I am not going to quit. I'm going to keep going forward. I'm going to launch myself. We're going to keep going. So it was just me finding the beat. So let's get right into the lyrics so I can explain it a little bit better because I feel like I'm not making sense. But I like to be extra, so I talk a lot, baby. So the first verse is all the bullshit I've been through don't matter anymore. Cause I know I'm giving it my all. And I'm not afraid of fall. Every failure is my growth. I get a high when I lose. Cause I know I'm giving it my all. And now I'm standing tall. Ah, whoa, whoa. So that's the first part of the lyrics. I love it because it's kind of giving me like it's me fighting that pull. Like when I'm being dragged back into the zone where I was before, where I wasn't happy, I'm like pushing through. I'm like, no, I am not gonna get stuck. I am not gonna be here. I listen, I get a high when I lose. You know why? Because I get back up. And when you get back up, you feel so much better. And because you pulled yourself out of that, it makes you so much prouder and it makes you so much stronger. So that was the vibe that I was going for with that. Because when you just look at life, there are so many ups and downs. And it's like, are we gonna continue to let this break us or are we gonna move forward? Like it feels so good when you finally when you're in that dark place and you're finally like, let me just snap out of it real quick. I'm gonna pull out of this. I'm gonna break through. I am not gonna let my past self, my past choices, my past life where I didn't know what I was doing hold me back because now I know what I'm doing. So I am launching myself forward. So that whole section was just me fighting that back pull. That was me wanting to just launch forward and lift up and lift up into the stars. Lift off into the stars. But there's so many bugs. I just swallowed a bug. Hold on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It takes a lot of discipline and a lot of dedication to yourself to be able to really be like, hey, Jay Gotti, you need to get it together because I see what you're doing and you're falling back into your old self and you keep saying you want to launch forward and you're not doing it. So launch forward, baby. I think with the short a little time that I had in that verse, it's very powerful just within itself. Just proving to myself, hey, I'ma stand tall. Don't mind what just happened. I almost ripped off the microphone and fucked everything up. But like I said, bad bitches never lose because when we lose, we learn. And when we learn, that's right, baby. We win. So this is what I call act two of the song because this is where the drama happens. Try and take me down, but you'll never leave me dry. Burn everything down, but I'll never die. If I die to my fam, I'll be in the sky. Watching over those I love, no, this ain't goodbye. No, every time I move a step, all you bitches try. Keep my head up in the game, still I'm gonna fly. While you caught up in the fame, I'll be living high. Cause you little bitches don't know how I want to live your life. Honestly, I love that part because this section of the song is really important for me because I put a lot of thought into it. Based off the fact that, one, I had to just accept that people were always gonna find a way to hate me and come after me just because I'm being myself. Like I never felt like I fit in anywhere. I've mentioned this before. I never felt like I belonged in any place or I didn't feel right. I would be in groups and in places and I just didn't feel right being in there. And what really pushed me through it was music. So music has always been a place where I could be there and feel safe and feel resilient and like no matter what's happening in my life, I just push through it. So for me, it was just like no matter what happens, you can't break me. You can hate on me. You can do this. And what's going to be crazy is the moment where I reach my goals and I'm where I'm at, you're going to be caught up in all the fame and all this and that. And he thinks he's all that and all this other crap. Meanwhile, I'm going to be living for a higher purpose because I know my goals. I know my impact in people's lives and I know how I can catapult myself into be able to live my life, have fun, and also make an impact in people's lives all at the same time. Like there's nothing that holds me back. I just continue to launch forward. Like for me, the moment I realized I needed to move to LA from Sacramento, since I'm in Sacramento, let's talk about it. It was 2022 and my grandpa had passed away, and like my grandpa was one of my biggest supporters in music and like getting me my singing lessons. I'll talk about that one day more in depth of how all that came about. I know I mentioned it in the first episode, but I was all over the place. That was awful. I took a look around my life and I just wasn't happy where I was at. I wasn't happy with how things were going. I had just had the best month at my job, and losing my grandpa, like, that was hard for me. Like I shut down. I was not my normal self. I wasn't talking to people. Around that time, I stopped talking to someone that I was very close to. And that moment was a definitive, I need to make a change. I need to move out to LA and I need to go after my dreams and I need to stop finding reasons to hold myself back or letting myself, break. And when I make these songs, I manifest what's going to happen. So, like that energy, like that loss, I felt my grandpa closer. And I needed to break through. I needed to just make it happen and stop fucking dancing around my feelings and just wake up. It was a hard year. It was a hard time. I felt like that was the breakthrough that I needed, and I was in my car driving and I was listening to that song, and it's just, you can get through this. You're not gonna your life isn't over. Your grandpa's always gonna be with you, and you just gotta go after what you want so that way you can continue to heal people and do what you were put here to do. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make the move, and I made the move. And it's hard, but I feel him close and I feel good. And it's hard to talk about. It I'll get more into that about that later on. But oh my god, I just got a notification on my phone and it says Los Angeles, subscribe to your channel. Right as I'm talking about moving to Los Angeles. That's funny. Uh, damn. Thank you, Los Angeles. Let's get into Act 3, which is the breakthrough. So high, could fall anytime. So sly, bad bitch, I'm gonna fight. I'll rise, don't matter what I do. I'll fly, see you in my debut. This line was pretty straightforward when I wrote it. It was just like, you know what? I could fall, but I'm going to fight because I'm that bitch. And on top of that, baby, I'll see you at my debut. When that debut album drops and I fucking break through the mold and make all this crazy shit happen, I'm going to be everywhere. So get ready because, baby, I am coming. And I'm coming in strong, so don't try me. I saw this on TikTok. This is not the season to fuck with Leos. So if you try me, baby, you better be careful what you say to me at this time. But anyways, let's move on to my mantra. All right, so the mantra goes, you'll see me when the stars come out. You'll see me when the stars come out. So when the beginning of the song starts, it's saying you don't know, and that basically is representing like you don't see what's about to happen, but by the time you see me, you'll see me when the stars come out. So not only will you see me at night with shining glimmer and like glowing, but you also see me when the superstars come out because I'll be a part of all that. And by that time, it'll be too late to make amends for any things that we've had problems with. It'll be too late to get to me. It'll be too late to contact me. It's too late. So that was basically what I was representing. It was like, you know what? Everything that was holding me back, I've pushed to the back and I'm launching forward because I'm pushing through it. So that was the vibe. I wanted to represent a few different things and I wanted it to be like me saying like, hey, by the time you see me in my debut, you'll see me when the stars come out and by then it'll be too late. So any problems we've had that were not mended, too fucking bad. Okay, I'll do this. I have forgiven everybody that's ever wronged me, but you will not have access to me. So don't try it. If I forgave you and I told you I forgave you in person, keep it that way. Stay where you are. Don't come near me, baby. And if I haven't told you I forgive you because we don't have access to each other, I forgave you. I hope you're doing well, and I wish you the best. I do wish people the best. I'm not the kind of person that gives a shit. Just fucking be a good person. Goddamn. All right, so there are no questions this week. So after this cute little ad, we'll break down the beat. Let's get it, baby.
They said, where is your park? I said, right here.
Hey everybody, this is Godí. Check out my new song, Though I Fell. It's out on Tidal, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, anywhere you can stream music. It's out right there. I promise you, you are gonna love it. Check it out. I hope you all are having a lovely evening. I hope you enjoyed that beautiful little ad starring yours truly, Godí, baby. Let's get right into breaking down the beat and how I made it. Making that transition from You Don't Know going into Rise, honestly, it's my favorite part. Like, I love listening. Like, listen to it one more time. One more time. Lady Gaga, thank you. That is, you did that, girl. Honestly, she's been a huge inspiration of mine as well. Just in terms of like the theatricality of it all, her writing her own songs on the piano, and like how she could take a very pop song and like do it and then do like an acoustic version of her own song, because it was like it was always like I would listen to songs on YouTube and I'll see people doing like covers on it, and they take the most like outrageous song and then turn it into like an acoustic sad version, and I always hated it. I've never liked it. Anytime these cover artists would come out here and do it, take like a happy upbeat song and make it like make a sad version of it. It's like, do you listen to the lyrics? If the song is not sad, don't make it sad. Unless you change the lyrics, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with songs changing mood if you make an artistic choice to change the lyrics or to change something to make it like different and match your vibe of what you're going through. But I just don't do it. Just don't. Yikes. But anytime Lady Gaga did it to her own music, she ate. She was like, pop, 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 poker face, pop, pop, poker face. Anyways, like I said, there were two separate songs that I mixed together, but I'm just going to focus on Rise now because we broke down the other one earlier. And with Rise, I wanted to make this dancehall upbeat kind of song, and I was scrolling to DJ Swivel's Instagram, stalking him because I'm always trying to learn from him. Like, anytime I get to ask him a question and he answers, it makes me happy because I want to pick his brain. I want to ask. I just want to know everything so that I can better myself and put myself in a higher position of like, Godí is not just an artist. He's an engineer. He's a producer. He's a bad motherfucking bitch. So through his Instagram, I found that he had a website. So I went through his website. Like I said, I'm always trying to take knowledge. DJ Swivel, if you feel like I'm stalking you, I promise you I am. Not in a nasty way, though. In the more of like, I really respect you and I want to learn. Anyways, before this gets weird, now it's getting weird. I'm making it weird. Let me stop. Cool. Not weird anymore. So I was scrolling through his website and I saw that he had sample packs. I always just made my stuff from scratch. But when I saw this, I was like, this is a whole different thing. Let me see if I can legally use it with my music and all this stuff. So I did a bunch of research. I went back to it. I saw the dancehall killer, something. Man, I cannot remember the name of the sample pack. So I'm just going to put it right here in post. The way that the session started, I started with just the drum pattern. So it was just like the. And then I pulled out the strings and I was like. I was just obsessed with it just because like the way that the music came together. And then at the middle of the song, I wanted to do like a little break. Then I added the other strings, because I wanted to give it a little bit more of like a texture and give it like a little bit more bounce to it. And then with the You Don't Knows, it just worked out perfectly. So I was like, okay, wait, the You Don't Knows went into it. So when I mixed the two songs together, I was like, am I a genius? Like, I didn't plan to like mix these two songs together, but it worked out. And then I split them off later because I wanted it to be two separate tracks for the thing. Because when I mixed them together, I brought my project into the other one and tried like my best to line everything up. And there were different tempos too, so I had to change that, and it worked out. It worked out. I'm happy about it. Okay, I'm happy about it. Like I mentioned earlier, I wanted the beginning of the song to feel like I'm being pulled back. So that string section is like pulling me back. It's like picture a person like going like this. Ah, Jay got it. You cannot go far. I'm gonna pull you back because you're stuck. No. That was the vibe that I was giving. Obviously, that's not what was in my mind. I'm just being dramatic right now. Dramatic for the camera. So when we get to Act Two, I took another drum loop from DJ Swivel, and it was like the little rise up where it goes like with like a little drum pattern going like, and then the explosion happens because I just want to be extra and have that little breakthrough going into like the ending of the song. Because I'm just now realizing there is no hook to this song; it's just the song. So yeah, damn, I didn't think about that. Wow, baby. Wow. So yeah, when we get to that explosion, I was like, okay, cool. But what I'm mad about that I didn't think about in that moment, and what I'm doing for the live version of the song is I wish I would have had like a glass particle like sound effects, a breakthrough, like a breaking glass. So it feels like I'm breaking out into the glass. I didn't think about that when I was like producing it, but I've been working on the live performance, so I thought about that. I was like, "Damn, that's such a missed opportunity." But I can use it for the live version now. So listen, music never stops evolving. You can always change something. And I mean, the entire song was pretty heavily like Lady Gaga fame era inspired. So I was just like tapping into my inner Lady Gaga when I made this song, and I can also have a piano version of the song that gives it like a little bit more like exagé, avant-garde. I was trying to say it in like a sexy, like it just didn't work. Stop! Don't judge me! Don't judge me! Don't look at me! I'm getting a little timid. So I leaned into the Lady Gaga vibes. So yeah, that's pretty much the song. I love the song. I think it's a very fun song to perform, and I think it's very inspirational, and it gives me a lot of power, and it just takes me back to that moment of like even though the song was written prior to that happening in my life, that made the breaking point to me moving to LA. I feel like it prepared me for this. So this song has a lot of meaning to me. I can't wait to like do a huge performance for it to show you guys, and be able to like just shine. I just want to shine, baby. I just want to shine. I'm very chippery right now. I'm happy. I'm proud of myself. I went to the gym, then I came out here to film, and then I'm gonna go home after this and eat something because I'm hungry, baby. Well, anyways, I hope you love the song as much as I do. I am very proud of the song, and I feel like it's gonna make a huge impact in the future. I can't wait to see what it does. And well, thank you for hanging out with me. Honestly, this has been a good episode. I feel good about it. So I am Jagati, and you have been watching the Tea Behind the Music. I need to come up with a better way to do this because I want it to be more essential. We'll figure it out. The tea behind the music. We'll figure it out. We'll find a way. Anyways, thank you. Bye.